In my lifelong quest to become the coolest guy alive, I've realized there's few people as awesome and talented as one-man bands. So obviously, I want to become one. But since buying that many instruments could literally mean spending all my money, I'm gonna get as much as I can from Temu to make this multi-instrument system as cheap as possible. Then after putting everything together, I'll put the machine and my skills to the test by going out to perform in public to hopefully impress everyone I come across. While they might just seem like a way to cope with having no friends to play music with, one-man bands have been established as a display of insane coordination and musical talent. Most often you see these as street performers or buskers performing for tips, and they come in all sorts of varieties. It seems like the actual instruments don't totally matter. As long as there's a lot of them, I guess just about anything can count as a one-man band. So to start this whole thing off, I'm deciding what to include in my one-man band using 3 factors: playability, price, and buildability. While I'm not super great at any one instrument, in general, I know my way around playing basically anything as long as I get a minute to practice. But since I'm gonna be trying to play a bunch of these instruments at once, in general, the easier the better. Then honestly, I'm not too stressed about the price. Since I'm getting everything from Temu, all the instruments are way cheap and have free shipping. I've wondered before how exactly they get their prices so low compared to other stores, but turns out they just cut out all the middleman markups so that you get the same quality product for way cheaper. But I don't want to go totally overboard on spending, and I am buying all these myself, so that sadly knocks instruments like accordions off the list. And last, for buildability, I need instruments that'll fit and work together to create a smooth collaboration so I can play them all at once. So with that, I built up my personal list of 6 instruments and headed to Temu to order each one.
All right, it's been just 8 days and all of our instruments are already here. Ooh.
First up, we got this metallic blue kazoo.
Kazoos aren't known to be the most premium music tools, but I think this is just about as good as they get. And we got the next step up, harmonicas. Each one of these holes plays a different note in the scale, which I don't know what scale this is in. It's a bit out of tune. We'll get back to that.
Then my favorite air instrument, the melodica.
While the name sounds almost the same, the way you play it is totally different.
It still uses your breath, but the notes are played just like a piano. Moving on to the main instrument, the ukulele.
These are pretty simple and easy to play as long as you stick to a few chords. It is dreadfully out of tune, though.
We'll get back to that one as well. And one staple of just about every one-man band that I came across was a drum kit hooked up to their feet. That way the drums basically play themselves as they're walking around, as long as they're stepping on time. So to recreate that, we have these $8 cymbals and this $0 water jug I found. And can't forget the bonus items from Temu, some carabiners and straps.
With all that, let's figure out how the freak I'm gonna put this all together. Jeez.
After tossing everything into the garage, I immediately started brainstorming how to connect each piece, which led me to one of my old backpacks and Home Depot. That place got my hands mildly dirty, and I wasn't really prepared for that. My whole idea revolves around a PVC pipe frame, but
I don't think this is gonna cut it.
now with all the tools, I finally started building. The frame was simple enough, then I started getting to work on my genius idea for a custom hi-hat stand. And slowly realized why nobody makes custom hi-hat stands. You can see I was very excited about it, but in reality, I was just wasting so much time. Honestly, I think it was a solid idea, just tiny specifics could not work. And you can see me give up right about now. Not gonna lie, this was actually a huge bummer. So I moved on to attaching the kick mechanism, meaning dismantling a drum pedal and using a bunch of duct tape.
We're getting good progress. Now before I get too far, I need to address these guys. They aren't really what I was expecting or needing for this project. So I'm gonna send these back and get a refund and hopefully get a couple nice replacements.
Which was honestly really easy.
Nice. They said they gave me a one-time offer for a full refund, and that's it, it's all done. Very chill, that works out very nicely for me.
So this time I went for a more professional looking harmonica and upgraded from the ukulele to a full-on guitar. I placed the order and went back to work on the frame. It was pretty simple. I attached the backpack to the PVC, and I was already getting pretty hyped about this whole idea.
Yeah.
Next, I measured out some strap to connect to my foot. This is a good time to mention I got a lot of my ideas from Anders Flanders and his one-man band. His is way more involved than mine, but it's still really nice to help sort out little details like the foot strap shape.
Whoa! Guys, it works!
This was the first of about 4,000 times that the backpack fell apart. Duct tape saved this whole project, that's all I'm saying.
I'm just like actually so hyped that it's working. After that whole hi-hat debacle, I was really worried this whole thing was just gonna be ruined, but there's at least some progress. This will be great. Oh man.
And speaking of the hi-hats, I caved and just bought an actual hi-hat stand, which I got a few days later.
We got the hi-hat stand.
The hi-hat clutch mechanism is as simple as can be to the experienced drummer, but can be so misunderstood by the beginner that it warrants its own video segment here.
I had some more problems here that I don't even want to get into, man. All you need to know is the thing wouldn't close and it was the cymbal's fault, not mine, I think, and the chain would not come off the pedal, but I fixed it and everything is okay.
Oh, I got the chain. Oh man. Check it out, look. All right, so my feet have to pull really hard, especially on this side to get the hi-hats to close. So I'm gonna totally reinforce this whole backpack with a bunch of duct tape.
Every time you see this backpack, it will have more tape on it. It fell apart so many times. But on a brighter note, the harmonica was here.
Ooh, okay. This actually seems pretty nice. I mean, not to dog on the first one, but this one is really a big step up. And let's see how it plays. A lot better. Holy cow.
I also got this neck holder thing so I could play with no hands, and now it was time to put all my mouthpieces together.
Okay, let's try it. This is gonna be kind of hard to manage, I think, but it's gonna be so fun. Man, I actually feel really accomplished. This is like really satisfying that things are actually working. All this is good enough quality and it's all just like working together so well. Now the main factor is just gonna be my actual personal talent. We'll see if I can get good with this.
I had no idea how much practice this would take.
All right, guys, so here's the deal. Essentially, I have this GoPro available, and I think this would be a really, really funny shot if we went something like this. But the problem is I need a way to like mount it to our little system here. So I gotta figure something out there.
I drilled a hole to screw in this ruler and taped the GoPro onto the ruler. Ugh. I know I kind of skipped some of the process there, but long story short, I got the thing freaking working and I decided it was time to practice, but without the guitar, I didn't really know what I was doing yet.
All right, I just spent freaking forever fixing this backpack up. So I got those taped up, but now that I'm practicing a little more, I'm realizing this backpack hurts so bad. This bottom PVC bar is hitting directly on my tailbone. I gotta get some sort of padding there. It hurts so bad.
And the pool noodles worked surprisingly well.
Today is a big day.
My guitar finally arrived in the most vibrant box I've ever seen.
That actually looks pretty decent, man. But we don't have time to dilly-dally. We gotta get this whole thing built. I'm thinking we seriously just like attach it right here. Let's see how we can do that. It's probably gonna end up being a lot of tape.
It felt very wrong to just stick these together like that, but it ended up working out pretty nicely, no matter how goofy it looks.
Oh man.
And with that put together, it was done.
Introducing the Oats Jenkins exclusive DIY Temu multi-instrument one-man band system. I think this is completely done now. It's all built. All the blue instruments worked together really, really well, actually. I'll have to remember to wear blue on the day of the performance. I'm proud of this. Okay, so now that I have all the instruments sorted out, I need to pick which songs I'm gonna be playing in my performance.
I ended up just doing one song. I did not have enough time. So I did some research and wrote out this huge list and immediately started cutting it down. As I tested each one, I kept coming back to the first one I wrote down, Twist and Shout.
Oh man, it's difficult, but just hearing that going together makes me so happy. It's also kind of trippy switching from humming into the kazoo into blowing into the harmonica. The routine is like do 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 you know?
So with the song decided, my practice routine had officially started. Many times a day, I'd put everything on, connect it, all that, practice for a while, take a break, then get back to it. And slowly but surely, I was improving and starting to go insane.
I've got like 3 days to practice. Hopefully it's down by then. Holy cow. Oh.
And just like that, it was already time for the performance. Months of planning, building, practicing. It all comes down to this. And all that matters now is if I can play the song well and if my machine stays together.
Thank you.
And would you look at that? The whole instrument system I built worked out super well. I was a little worried because the prices on Temu were so low, but I was honestly pretty impressed with what I got. So many people think you gotta have a ton of money to be as cool as all those famous musicians and artists, but I'm already one step closer to being the coolest guy ever. The total setup was around $230, and most of that was just the backpack setup, and the Temu instruments were pretty cool, so go give it a shot. And of course, you should go ahead and subscribe.